Hey guys, and welcome back to the Earthbound crew. Uh, Pokemon Violet and Silver, Scarlet, Pokemon and Silver, Violet and Scarlet. We finished up the seventh dungeon gym and stuff like that, and I can take the rest of the classes now, so that's what I'm going to do. All right, so now I can take off the rest of the classes. So let's start off with Biology 6. All right. All right. Hello. I hope everyone's learned some new things today. Next time we meet will be our final exam. That means today's our last actual class. And the topic of this class will be Pokemon forms. You can just think of forms as the shapes and appearances that Pokemon have. There's also a phenomenon called form change where a Pokemon's appearance changes under certain conditions. Salazar, for example, which we regularly ride on as transportation here at Paldea, has three forms. First is the basic form, which it walks on four legs. Second is the battle form, where it stands on its hind legs to engage in battle. Finally, there's this ride form, where you can initiate the throat sack and its tail switch around on its back. Then we can use something you're all carrying with you now as even a better example. Yep, I'm talking about your phones. Some smartphones are actually inhabited by a certain Pokemon. Does anyone know the Pokemon referred to? Rotom. The regular expert on Pokemon and talent and technology joined to DKF3A. The Pokemon inside Rotom is Rotom and it does all sorts of things to help you out. Rotom inside a Rotom phone is special, so that we try to enter other electronics. In ordinary Rotom, however, can change forms by entering washing machines, microwave ovens, and other electronic appliances. Rotom is a bit of an exception, though. Many Pokemon that change form do simply by holding an item or having one used on them. Oricorio, for example, has four different forms it can change between when given certain nectars. Pokemon might even change type or learn different moves when they change forms. Form changes are different from evolution as that Pokemon can return to its original form. And unlike shiny Pokemon, which can't change their special coloration, the same individual Pokemon can go back and forth between its forms. There's also a lot to dig into with this form changing phenomenon, as you can see. We all learn something from Pokemon here, don't you think? Bit of a stretch, but I'd be happy to see you all enjoy your time at the Academy to the fullest and change form into a new version of yourselves. Or something like that, anyway. Oh, I almost forgot. Regional forms, which vary based on what region a Pokemon came from, don't change like other forms. They're an innate. Whoops, there's the bell. I guess I was scatterbrained, Mr. Giant, right up to the very end, huh? I had a great time teaching all of you. I hope you do your best on your final exam. Alright, so that's it for biology, except for the final exam. We're going to go to math now. We're going to go down the list, and then I'm going to go hit up all the teachers, get their affinities up, and then we'll take the final exams. Alright, so now we're doing math. Hello, everyone. I hope we can have some fun again today for our last class together. Last time we learned about probability using move accuracy as an example. Probability is a unique and interesting subject. Did you know that in a class of 40 students, there was a 90% chance that two of them will have the same birthday? I have heard something like that before. This is true even despite the fact there are over 300 days in each year. Isn't that remarkable? But let's move on to today's topic before we get swept along with probability again. I've been teaching all how to calculate damage in the class using examples like type matchup, critical hit, stat boosts, and the like. All these variables are multiplied together to calculate damage dealt to the opponent. However, did you know that there's even simpler way to increase the damage of your Pokemon's moves? All you have to do is have your Pokemon use a move it shares a type with. If a Rock-type Pokemon uses a Rock-type move Stone Edge, the move's base power of 100 is multiplied by 1.5 to become 150. Ground and Rock may seem like similar types, but if a Ground-type Pokemon uses Stone Edge, the move's power will remain 100. Super effective moves and critical hits also add multipliers onto this little numerical increase. So those certainly must not be taken lightly. Let me ask you a question, see if you can understand what I'm talking about here. Say you have a move with a power of 100. If a Pokemon that shares a type with this move uses it and hits an opponent that is weak to that type, what happens to that move's power? It becomes 200. Close, but a power 200 will only take into account a doubling effect of using a move that is super effective against opponents. First, using a move that shares a type with its using multipliers to put in pace. Oh, so it's 300. By 1.5, making the power 150. The fact the opponent's weak to the moves then doubles it to make it from 150 to 300. The original power of the move ends up being tripled. Isn't that amazing? What's more, if a Pokemon terrorizes an Terra type match with one of its original types, then the bonus gets used to remove of the same type increases from 1.5 to 2. Of course, being able to use a lot of moves with different types is great as well. That's one way you can surprise your opponent. In the end, your own innate characteristics are what you will really let you shine the most. Bear in mind that is true for both humans and Pokemon. It sure would make me happy if you can take those words to heart. But I suppose I should really have shared this basic advice right from our first lesson. My apologies. And just like that, class is over. The last of our time together flew by in a blink of an eye. It was so much fun being able to teach all of you eager students about numbers. Next class will be our fun final exam. Be sure to review the material well in preparation. Oh God. We'll go to history. Like I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do all of the list, get ready for the final exams. Before I go to the final exams, I'll find the teachers, get their infinities up, because continue their little infinity storylines, and then we'll take the final exams. Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday is now part of history. Today's our last class, so I'd like to unravel the marvels that history has presented to us one last time. In our last class, I taught you about the Area Zero expedition of 200 years ago, correct? Alas, 200 years is not that long ago. How unfortunate that our history lessons must march so inexorably toward the future. Would it not be more of an adventure to march toward the past instead? To start from the present and study history in reverse? Do you agree with me, do you? However, I'm afraid I risk incurring the wrath of our dear director if I stray from the curriculum. I suppose I have no choice but to look at time curves toward the future. In this last chapter, I should fill your minds with the history of the Terrasol phenomenon. The technology behind Terra Orb has its origins in Area Zero. Even after Area Zero expedition supposedly reached the crater's deepest depths, others continue to explore that area. And around 140 years ago, Pokemon cloaked in a mysterious light were discovered there. As I've already guessed, they were in fact terrestrialized Pokemon. However, when those who discovered the Pokemon brought them out of Area Zero, the light faded and the terrestrial phenomenon remained a mystery for quite some time. However, 10 years ago, that might as well be a present day, someone you have definitely heard of unraveled this mystery. Perfect time to make eye contact. Now, answer me this. What is the name of the famous professor who unraveled the terrestrial phenomenon mystery? Professor Turo. Correct. To think that you are a new transfer to our academy could correctly answer this question. You must be very diligent in your studies. Approximately 10 years ago, a professor named Turo unraveled the mysteries of the terrestrial Pokemon. He discovered that the shining crystal down in Area Zero, or rather the energy they emit, is what caused Pokemon to terrestrialize. This led to their Pokemon to invent Terra Orb technology to develop a practical use for it. This technology was then shared with both the Pokemon League and our academy. Rumor has it that Director Clavel was one of the researchers of the professor's team. Alas, the story as much less decided now that someone we all know appears in it. Modern history truly is dull, isn't it? That's it, my history class. Our next session will be our final exam. Bring the wonders of history to the forefront of your minds in preparation. I'm gonna go get me some coffee real quick. I'll be back because I'm recording this like at 5:30 in the morning. I'll be right back. It would help when we get my coffee cup. La, 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 la. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, I needed some coffee. Alright, let's move on. Languages. So yeah, all we got left in our Union Circle thing, we got one more gym and 2 more star badges, star bases. They're like the final stuff, and then we go down to Area 0, Crater, and then finish up the Elite Four and Champions. My dear friends, how are you all today? It's time for the last of Salvatore's language lessons. Are you ready? Oui! What a response, fantastique. Great answer, that is perfect for my last class together. I love it. And today we will once again be having a listening lesson. Vaz, go for it, my assistant. Pikachu. Pikachu! Let's get right to it, my little Pikachu friend. For our last listening class, tell everyone how you're feeling right now. Ooh, can you feel that? That's one contagious emotion in Pikachu's voice. What emotion do you most Pikachu was trying to convey just now? Happiness. Well done, I'm happy that you got it right. Haha, get it? When Pikachu says, it expresses happiness. Does it make you want to just break out into a happy dance? I didn't have to ask Pikachu to put on an act today. Oh no, I simply asked to show you how it felt about getting to have the class with you. Getting to meet so many new friends and study together in this class with you, it made me both me and my little Pikachu so very happy. And now, I'll propose nothing. Let me give you one last wise word of advice. As you live your lives, I'll show you how times when you get so mad or sad, maybe even more than you would like. Everything has its ups and downs. Life is a veritable roller coaster. But in the end, there is surely happiness waiting for you. So keep a smile on your face even in the hardest of times. When you're faced with a problem that you can't handle alone, find someone to rely on, be it a teacher, your family, your friends, anyone. Our next lesson will be our final exam. Be sure to review what we learned in our lesson so far. Alright, so we are rolling along now. So what's next? Battle studies. Alright. Yay, battle studies. This is probably one of my favorite classes. I love Miss Ninja. Oh, soon, this is our last class, but don't let those energy levels drop before we wrap things up. You should know you have a lot more than enough knowledge to be super strong battlers. I don't know how much left to teach you, but we can always aim for even greater heights. So today I'm going to teach you about the rules of link battles. When 2 trainers participate in link battles together, they can engage in either single battles or double battles with each other. And if you're playing in a group of 4, you can all battle each other in multi-battles. Now, when you all have a battle through your independent study, you can use whatever number of Pokemon you like, and they can be any level. But link battles are special rules to keep in mind. Some of these special rules involve adjusting Pokemon levels. Now, there are no restrictions rules for all Pokemon stay at the current level. And let trainers use multiple Pokemon of the same species and multiples of the same held item, too. But if you choose to use normal rules, all Pokemon will be set to level 50 for your battles, regardless of what level they actually are. This includes even lower level Pokemon. They'll get a power boost to participate. Normal rules let you use multiple of the same Pokemon species of the same held items, too. The great part about this rule is that it lets any of your Pokemon participate. All you have to do is learn some good moves. Lastly, the rule set called Flat Rule mostly affects Pokemon over level 50. Such Pokemon will be set to level 50 for the duration of the battle. The Flat Rule is set as one often used for professional tournaments. This rule does not allow trainers to use multiple Pokemon of the same species or multiples of the same power item. Alright, here's a question for you. Which rule should you pick if you want to use a low level Pokemon and use its level low? Normal. Oh, got you there. Normal rules adjust all Pokemon to level 50, even lower level ones. If you got some clever strategy that you need to use level 9 Pokemon for, your best bet is to use the Flat Rules. Of course, you can also choose no restrictions to win a battle with any Pokemon you want, and any level with any held item. That's a pretty good rule set when you want to battle freely with friends. In conclusion, normal rules adjust all Pokemon level 50. Flat rules let you use low-level Pokemon at their actual levels. I hope you use these tips to have some exciting battles with your friends. Oh man, I was about to suggest to do some hands-on practice to really drive the point home, but I guess we truly are out of time. Next step will be our final exam. Aim for a perfect score. Osu! Osu! I'm worried about these final exams. Oh god. Alright, part 6. Like I said, we got so this shouldn't be very long. It's not going to be an hour-long video, trust me. Alright. Hello, class, and as I hassle you again. My, how time flies, as they say. Indeed, our time together has certainly flown by. It's hard to believe that this is our last class. Now, our topic for today may be somewhat unrelated to art, but there is absolutely no set definition as what art should be. Therefore, let's carry on with the discussion and see where it takes us. There are 2 things in which to focus on today, ribbons and marks. Both ribbons and marks are special honors that capture a Pokemon's qualities. There'll be times when the Pokemon gives maximum effort or has a noteworthy experience. Recognition of its feats and accomplishments that can be given a ribbon. To give an example, if you manage to become incredibly close to a Pokemon, it may be granted the Best Friends ribbon. Incidentally, there is a person in Castlerafa who can give your Pokemon a Best Friend ribbon. Marks, on the other hand, are mostly found on wild Pokemon when you meet them for the first time. They can symbolize the character of a Pokemon such as the Rowdy mark or the Vigor mark. It's completely up to luck whether you run into Pokemon with these marks. So if you're able to catch Pokemon with the mark, rejoice at your outstanding fortune. Does anyone know what that special thing you do with the Pokemon to have a ribbons or marks? You're going to change your title. Wonderful, your knowledge is impressive. The correct answer is that Pokemon with ribbons or marks can be given titles. What's more, they can sit in the battle displaying a title of your choosing. For example, you can start on Gibble with the Best Friends ribbon by declaring, "Go, Gibble the Best Friend!" And while I know that I said that marks are generally found already on your Pokemon when you meet them for the first time, it seems that most recently Pokemon can be awarded certain marks based on their efforts. These are marks such as the Gorman mark, the Autofighter mark, the Partner mark, and so on. Perhaps something before to work out how to get each mark using its name as a clue? Well, that's just about wraps up our last class. This is final exam. Please review our material closely so you can pass on the first try. Oh, God. Alright, so now we have home ec 6. Put away your phones, it's time to get in our last class together. Home economics is a study of life's necessities, but looking back at our time together, I realized I focused almost entirely on food. Hope it's not too late to shift the discussion of clothing, another necessity in our last class. As I'm sure you're all aware, our academy has an air of freedom about it. We provide uniforms for each student to accommodate the diverse climate of Paldea. However, students are free to wear whichever style they wish whenever they please. You should all have received 4 sets of tops and bottoms, one each for spring, summer, fall, winter, when the academy has accepted you. If by chance we're not aware of this, you may wish to pursue your wardrobe. As long as you wear a school uniform, the rest of your ensemble need not be school issued. It includes your bag or your hat. If you choose to wear one, you're even free to style your hair however you wish. Mr. Salvador's hairstyle, for example, would almost certainly have been against the school rules when I was a boy. That reminds me. There's one thing you all like to decorate, which I find quite charming. Our phones? Perfectly correct. The adorable little thing I was speaking of. Oh, it interests me so. I must admit that I'm fascinated by real-time phones and how to customize them. What's that? How very intriguing. There's a shop called Delibird Presents where you can purchase cases for your real-time phones. I thank you for that useful bit of information. I shall have to go myself first thing tomorrow to get an adorable case of my own liking. Forgive me, I seem to have gotten a little carried away with the small talk. As this class known as Home Economics nears its end, I offer you these final words to you who have been honing everyday life skills with me. I feel the study is not so decisive as the likes of mathematics, for instance, where test scores might play a part in deciding your future. However, as a young cook for yourselves to take care of your Pokemon and decide what to wear in the morning when you awaken, I would be honored if what I have taught you serves to smoothing out and enrich your lives, even if only a little. This sentiment was imparted to me by Mr. Haskell and his particular outlook on such matters. I thank you all from the bottom of my heart for seeing this class through to the end. Our time together has come close today. Prepare to do your best on your final exam. Alright. So we're all now set for the final exam for every class, so I'm going to go around and see if I can find the teachers to get their affinities up before we start taking them. Oh, there's only one. Biology lab. Okay. Hello. Oh, there's only one. Ah, hello, hello. I see you've already registered 100 species of Pokemon to your Pokedex for me. Wow, little Pokemon, big Pokemon won't even have data on Pokemon of this specific size. So much data, so much to analyze. Ah, sorry about that. I got a little excited there. My Pokemon research is moving forward at a great pace thanks to your efforts. Here, take these. Consider it my way of saying thanks. 20 Ultra Balls. You put the Ultra... Cool. You're a natural at this Pokemon catching thing, aren't you? For your next goal, let's aim for 200 species. I know it's a tall order, but keep tossing those Pokeballs and don't give up. Alright, so I can't really go to any teachers. I'm curious about something real quick. I'm gonna go talk to Hassel and see what happens. If he's even in here. Oh, I'm so sorry, I was lost in thought. Okay. No, so. Alright, so I guess it's time for the final exams. Oh boy, here we go. Let's go with the biology final. Hello, hello, today's our final exam. It will cover everything I've taught you so far, but I'm sure you will do just fine. Take your time and contemplate each question carefully. How many of the following 4 methods make it easier of the 4 catch your Pokemon? I don't think Poketoy helps. Feeding a berry. The 2. True or false? You can now get Pokemon only by catching them yourself or trading with other trainers. Let me see here. Is there another way you can get Pokemon? I think that's true. If a Pokemon is holding an Everstone while using an item that induces evolution, such as the Firestone, cause it to evolve. No, it won't, because Everstone prevents you from it. What is the probability of running into a shiny Pokemon? I think it was 1 in 4,000. True or false? The Pokemon known as Oricorio has 3 forms. Nope, it has 4 forms. The question won't affect your grade. Do you like anything you have to say about my class? So we're getting used to this teaching thing. But I tried to find it the teacher. It was fun. Yeah, I stuck a little bonus question there. I think that's sure, a little secret. Don't tell the director. I'll grade these right away. I hope you're all looking forward to see how you did. As long as I pass. Let's see, let's take a result. Let's get 3 questions in order to pass them. 4. Oh, God. Tell you the only biology test. Oh, I passed. That's a passing score. Cool. I did pass. I don't know which one I got wrong, but I passed. Alright, math final. Oh, God. Alright, everyone. Time to get our final exam. I'm sure the fun experiences y'all had in my class will serve you as well as the answer. How many Great Balls could you purchase with 3,000 if each one cost 600? I think it's 6. If a water type move with a power of 100 lands a critical hit on a grass type Pokemon, what would the power level be? It'd still be 100. Under normal conditions, what percent chance does Stone Edge have to land a critical hit? It's about 4%. If a Pokemon uses Sword Dance twice to attack, boosts its attack by 4 stages, how much damage does a physical attack then do? Triple damage. If a Rock-type Pokemon whose Terra type is Rock sterilizes, what will the power of its Rock type be multiplied by? 2. If that was a combination of all torture, I'm sure you do just fine. Go and ask for your front. As long as I pass, I don't care. I don't care if I get a perfect score or not. I just want to pass. Alright, we know. Oh God, I failed that. Unfortunately, I've enough to pass, so I need to take the exam again. Oh God. We'll try. I failed that. I'll say 7 now. 75. I still say that's about 4%. Quadruple damage. And 2. Please? I know. Still only 2? Alright, let me see here. I am flunking this math test. Alright. Oh my God, I'm an idiot. I know one of them I got wrong. And this one's 5. 6, it's 5. I'll still say 75 on that one. Oh! It's 12%. I'm sure on that one. God, I'm an idiot. Oh, cool. Alright. History final. God, I'm a freaking idiot. I did do math. Greetings, my little students. It's time for our final examination. Summon your historical knowledge from the dark recesses of your mind and answer these questions. What is the area within the Great Carrier? It's called Area 0. About how many years ago was this academy founded? 805 years ago. Which of these did not appear in the Paldea Fairy Treasure Tale about the Four Treasure? It was a folding fan. Which area is it about? I think it was Leaf. How many years ago did Professor Turtle invent Terra Orb? 10 years ago. But just that last question is too shallow ridiculous during the history test. The last regret forced me to include it. During the final examination, you must ask for your scores in front school front desk. Alright. Alright, as long as I pass, I don't care. Oh, cool, I passed. That's not with me. Alright, so now we're going to be heading for language. Oh god. Oh god, I gotta remember. Alright. Today we take our final exam. Relax, that is, and do your best. Are you ready? Let's begin. Which of the following means delicious? Delicioso. Which of these two foreign phrases mean? Ja tambe, it's little bit. I love you. Based on what you just heard, what emotion do you think Pikachu was expressing? Anger. That was happiness. What is your beloved teacher's name? Salvatore. Time is up. Put down your pins, that is. I'm assuming the boundary last question, that is, gave you no trouble. I'm sure y'all did great. Follow my friends. You can get your scores at the school front desk. So it's great to get a test on the way. That took the results. We already know. 84. I hope I got a 5. Yep, that was easy. That was easy. Oh, okay, so as you complete the exams, you get okay. So I'll complete the exams and I'll go finish up the affinity with them real quick. That makes sense. I think it's battle studies. Yeah. It's finally game day. Take the final exam. Time to put on your game face and do battle with these test sheets. Which two boost attack and spirit attack for all allies in the Terra battle. Go all out. What do we call the battles that Pokemon send out with the R button doing their own? It's auto battles or auto fights. I think it's auto battles. How should you attend LP? Exchange materials. High level Pokemon are adjusted to what level when using flat rules in link battles? Level 50. When using normal rules in link battles, you can use multiple Pokemon of the same species and multiple of the same held item. True. Time's up. Put your pencils down. I saw you giving everything you got. I'm sure you all got perfect scores. You got also one more class. If you pass the test, you'll officially battle masters. Now go ask for your surely stellar scores at the front desk, you little rascals. Yeah, we know. Yay! I'm getting all these. Oh, alright. All these candies, too. Alright, so we only got 2 left. Art final. We only got 2 left. Art and home ec. And then we'll be done. And we'll go get the affinities of the teachers up real quick. And then that'll be it. And then the next time, like I said, Key's got a solo episode tomorrow. And then next time we record, we will be, I think they said, taking on the Psychic Gym and a couple of the star, well, at least one of the star bases. We'll have to see. I do hope you're all ready because it's time for your final exam. Focus and do your best. And begin. What is the name of the restaurant you can change your Pokemon's Terra type? I think it's called the Treasure Trove. What is the name of the Brass's signature art installation that we discussed in class? Surrendering Sunflora. How many waterfalls encountered along the tracks of Paldea? I think it was 3. Where can you find the Militant Vault Skyline? Yeah. The marks of Pokemon are present when you first meet and none can be added later. False. Alright, let's see. Thank you all so much for learning about art with me. The time we share left has left the mark now. Our treasure, I promise you, and this is my sincere wish that you all go on to lead a great and more prosperous futures. Oh, and that's that. Good luck, everyone. You can reserve your results from the front desk. Whoa. Alright. Yeah, let's see. I didn't pass. Alright. I'm going to do this again. Because I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Hey, Noy Bats, I see you back there. Ugh. I do hope you're all ready because it's time for your final exam. Focus and do your best. I already know. Oh, it's a treasure eatery. Oops. Surrendering Sunflora. Two. I'm sure on that one. And I'm sure on that one. Okay, cool. Alright, let's see. Cool. That first question I read wrong. Let's do the home ec final, then we'll go around talking to the teachers real quick, and then that'll be it. Alright. The time has come to test how well you learned in my class. Let's begin with what information simmering in your brains from last-minute cram session phase. Which of the following meal powers makes it easy to come across shiny Pokemon? I think it was called Sparkling Power. Which of the following is not an effective egg power? To help hatch strong Pokemon. Which is effective yet important tactic for increasing the effectiveness of meal powers? More food with others. Which is the correct action to take when your adorable Pokemon becomes dirty? Pokemon wash. Here's a question about Academy rules. Should you change uniform tops and bottoms to properly match each season? It doesn't matter. I made the questions a little easier than I planned to as a way of saying thank you for informing me about Rotom phone cases. I trust you all gave this exam everything you had so you might be able to help me take it. I hope not. I'll be embarrassed. Let's take a look at results. Ah, yay! Yeah, I'm not finished all your classes to pass all their exams. Have this for you from Director Clavel. Wow! Ooh! Ooh! Now you can focus all your efforts on this year's treasure hunt. Be careful out there. Now before we do that, I'm going to talk to all the teachers. Okay, one of the teachers right here in the entrance hall. Oh, there you are. And then we'll be done. The time has come. The cursed treasures of 4 Pokemon of Ruin. They exist. And I've stumbled upon the truth in the newspaper of all places, an interview piece with the carpenter, no less. The Pokemon wielder apparently used sacred stakes to seal these treasures of ruin and shrines. There's a separate shrine for each of the 4 Pokemon and 8 stakes driven into the ground in the air surrounding each shrine to keep the power of ruin at bay. Ah! Yeah, we saw one of these already. In other words, if all the stakes for a given shrine were being removed, it would release the Pokemon held inside. Don't you think it would be nice to free those Pokemon from the confines of their tiny little shrines? Sure. Kind soul, so you're proving truly useful. According to the descendants of Pokemon wielders in the story, you must have a bond with Pokemon in order to remove the stakes. I'm sure some of the Pokemon stuff itself would have no trouble at all with that. We saw one of the stakes already in the previous episode that we did. So I guess it's going to be something we do later. You can choose for yourself whether to believe me or not by the notations of these shrines on your map. I'd rather go myself, of course, but skipping all my classes to go adventure seems to have made the director a little suspicious of me. Hey, you can think of it as a part of your treasure hunt. Treasures are ruins are still treasures after all. Hoping if we get to think the shrines if you're all inclined to do so. You feel trusted by Miss Raper. But now the... I'll have to look at that later, but... Alright, there's another one in here? What else do you have to say? I hope you're going to take on the hunt of the treasure if you're so inclined. Yeah, we will. Alright, Miss Ninja. Who is honestly my favorite of the teachers. Oh, so new kid, you're here to do a little shopping? I came to see you, actually. So you came to see me, did you? I'm here to check out the sandwiches they got for sale. The school store sandwiches taste great and have excellent nutritional balance, too. 5 year intensive training. I guess I'm not used to it yet. All that training kind of wore me out. I achieved my goal anyway, so I'm going to take a break from sandwich making for a bit. Alright, I didn't tell you what my goal was. I wanted to pay Nurse Miriam back for everything she does for me. It was my way of saying thanks. She's so nice and so skilled at what she does. I really look up to her. I wanted to try sandwich making so I could doing something for other people like she is, but I guess I just wasn't cut out for it. What I'm cut out for, though, is being full of energy, so I decided to focus on that instead. Like I said in class, I think people in Pokemon should make their strong points stronger. You really helped me out, new kid. Take this as a way of saying thanks. 10 bottles of protein. Cool. A drink that increases base points for a Pokemon's attack stat. Oh, alright then. What should I go with today to get my protein in? You form a close bond with Miss Indra. Who's the new kid? Are you getting your training in? Okay. Art room. I guess she will disappear once we take care of those 4 ruins. Alright, come on, Hassel. Why, hello there. You always seem to appear at the most crucial of moments. Well, you see, Master Hassel, I'm here to collect you. So I see. I'm glad that you finally made up your mind about taking your place as the leader of the family. Well, it is indeed true that I've made up my mind. I've made up my mind to continue teaching here at the academy. How could you always say you don't care what happens to our proud lineage? I'm saying I have other priorities. Have a look around the art decorating in this room, would you? The children here are letting their senses, their perceptiveness grow freely. I do not wish to say that protecting their family's ancient bloodlines is of no importance. I simply wish to see young talent blossom and grow into the future. It just seems so much more fun to me if I'm being honest. What utter nonsense. And yet, your fearless, unflinching commitment to that nonsensical vision proves that you're worthy of carrying the will of the dragons, Master Hassel. I will not give up. I will come as many times as it needs in order to change your mind. Oh, by all means, my door is open. I think you'll soon find you've met your match in stubbornness. You thought I could be cowed by some stories spun up about my father's deteriorating health? I'm not so easily fooled. I will return another day. I'm sorry I had to see all of that. I was so very close to resigning my post as teacher, returning to my home. But the students here gave me courage to say no. That includes you. You were truly brought me strength. I cannot think of a way to possibly repay my debt to the young ones. Take this if you will. Insufficient as me expressing my full breadth of my gratitude. Then we get 50 Dragon Terra shards. Now then, let it be clear to all. I, Haskell, will continue on my open, chosen path as instructor to the use of the all world. I guess I said the other one, the history teacher, will disappear once we finish up the shrines. Hello, Master DK. About the matter of which I need your help. I discovered the name of the incredible sweet condiment. It's called Sweet Herba Mystic. Really? If you should find it during the course of the trip, I'd be grateful if you would share some with me. We have some. Matt, have you anything to report about Sweet Herba Mystica? Yeah, let's give it some. You don't have any? We have. Do I have to go get it again? Alright, I might have to go get it again. I'll have to figure that out. I don't know if I have to go get it again or not. Hello, Salvatore, you're right here. My dear DKF3A, Palmy is here as healthy as can be. Oh yeah, we were healing up that Palmy, yeah. Well, it seems to be quite a simple point of this part of this one's personality, but it's hard for Pokemon to communicate with the speller without speaking up. As you know, wild Pokemon use their cries to tell each other all sorts of things, like the position of food or whether there are predators nearby. So even when we release it back to the wild, we're afraid we might be able to do those sorts of things. What do you think? Where does Palmy belong? How about here? Here at the academy? Do you think it should stay here with me? I was so close to getting it back in good health so it can return to wild. I didn't even consider that possibility. What do you think about that idea, my little Palmy friend? Palmy, it spoke at last. Even without speaking Pokemon language myself, I know that reply means yes. Oh, my dear, merci very, very, very much for all the help with Palmy. All the more reason you should have this. Here, a rare Pokemon for you to raise. A Meowth? That's not a rare Pokemon! I'm so happy. Yes, I, Salvatore, will look upon itself to look after Palmy for good. It will indeed. That is not a rare Pokemon! I gotta find the math teacher now, wherever she should be at. Oh, she's right over here. Okay. Hello. Help me keep an eye out, would you? I've set up a little ambush for that girl who keeps watching me. She'll be here any second. An ambush? Well, you see, it's not very pleasant though when she's just staring at me all the time. And now I know what she looks like after seeing her in the cafeteria. It's you, isn't it? You're the one who's been secretly watching me recently. Time, how did you know I guess he must have noticed me. I'm so sorry. Well, of course I noticed. You were watching me practically all day, every day, after all. I assumed there's something you want to ask me. Yes, I do. I've been a huge fan of yours since the time as a gym leader. And I love rock top moves so very much. Oh my. But you just suddenly retired from a post as a gym leader a year and a half ago. Time. Rhyme. Why'd you quit? My goodness, is that what you wanted to ask? Yes, the reason for quiet retirement was never made public. But it's well known among the students here that you just avoid the question anytime it's asked. I thought it would be rude to ask you a question that you don't want to answer, so I just couldn't find the courage to ask. That's why your gaze struck so very intense. I see, forgive me. They're very intense? Never mind. As for the reason why I quit my job leader, I simply wanted to focus more on my job as a teacher. It's not that I dislike being a gym leader or anything of that sort. Quite the contrary, talking about the gym fills me with the feelings of nostalgia and sadness. That's why I always avoid answering the question when students ask. Oh, I see. Do you have any plans to become a gym leader again? No, I'm afraid I don't plan to do so. My sister, Rhyme Time, is doing a splendid job as gym leader in my stead. I personally find being a teacher more enjoyable these days, but since I am in fact your teacher, I would appreciate you to call me Miss Time, as students do, not just Time. Okay, I'm sorry to hear that, but I understand. Thank you so much, Miss Time. Well, I suppose that solves the mystery. That made me so very nervous. So I said so many things to try to sound cool. I was certainly a little scared when I felt that girl's intense gaze on me, but having you here with me allowed me to so well you know face be one of my biggest fans. I'm gonna thank you for always showing up at just the right time. Allow me to show you my appreciation a little. I hope to help on your adventure. 50 rock terror shards. Cool. So I guess the last two you do once you get the Sweet Urba Mystica and you complete those 4 shrines. Make sure there's nobody else, and then we'll head back to the entrance, save, and call it. Alright, so once we finish that one up with the 4 shrines, we have to get some Sweet Urba Mystica for her. Alright, that's it. So, I'm going to save it, and then thank y'all for coming. Next time, like I said, we're going to, Key's got a little solo episode for him to do. I'll let him do his thing tomorrow. And then, we'll be finishing up more recording sessions later. So y'all, thank y'all for coming, and this is DKS3 and the Crazy Gamer, signing out.